Fatality? What have I done? You have wasted precious time.
What's up, gamers? It's Old School Fool, and today you're gonna get over here and get ready for the fight of your life. It's what you guys been waiting for. It was MK versus DC, where two worlds collide. This is the latest rendition of the MK series that pretty much combines every aspect of the newer reworked 3D versions of the game. MK versus DC has a handful of all-star MK characters, including Raiden, Scorpion, Kitana, of course, Sonya, Liu Kang, Sub-Zero, Kano, Shang Tsung, Baraka, and Jax. And on the DC side, we have Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Catwoman, Captain Marvel, the Joker, which in my view is probably one of the better characters in the game, Green Lantern, Lex Luthor, and Deathstroke. And of course, let's not forget Darkseid as a sub-boss, and Dark Khan, which is the new fusion of kind of like Darkseid meets Shao Kahn, and of course Shao Kahn. The story mode is a fun and actually well acted out mode. I mean, in all honesty, I was very drawn into the story mode. It was very entertaining. The voiceovers and the acting was probably better than the original Mortal Kombat 2 movie from yesteryear. Once again, the only downside to the story mode is that you can't do fatalities in story mode. And of course, there's an arcade mode, which is the standard. You can pick standard MK fighters. You can get the mixed bag action with the DC meets MK characters fighting, and of course you can even pick all DC. So you kind of have a lot of options as to how to start off your game here in the MK vs. DC collided universe. The stage design in general looks clean and nice, but the next level interactivity I've noticed isn't there anymore. From really, ever since Deadly Alliance, I mean, there was a lot of interactivity in the backgrounds, things were happening all the time. Aside from the backgrounds being very clean and kind of cool, stuff that we haven't seen before, for instance, I had a liking, it was towards the Superman stage, the Fortress of Solitude, which was just really reminded me of Superman comics and movies, and the cool concept of knocking through the walls. Definitely a really good asset to stage design. But overall, the design with the throwing people through walls, there's no pits, there's no traps, there's no accidental tough time incidents, swinging bodies or hits or anything. It just doesn't exist. All it is really being able to be thrown through a wall here and there and land to the next level. So the stage design, though looks clean and nice, is really not up to par with older MKs. Now the fighting has returned, and that's just a big deal because this is a fighting game and you guys want to know about fighting. Now the fighting has returned to that one style of fighting. It was always one style previously to Deadly Alliance, where the characters had a set of moves, a set of specials, and their finisher. And technically that worked for a very long time, and then we kind of got accustomed to the Deadly Alliance gameplay. And now it seems like we're back to square one, where we have one fighting style. There's no switching out of stances, like the previous episodes they had stated, and the moves are pretty standard with the exception of a few specials per character. So this game really relies on like the major classic style of fighting gameplay, like the setups, the juggle starters, the scenarios that include raw combos and juggling. And of course, another thing that is missing, and has actually missing but it's kind of been replaced, is the throws. The throws, even though you can push the throw button, it's actually not a real throw unless it's a character's special move. Certain characters have special throws, but there's actually no standard throw for each character. It's actually a grapple that gives the opportunity to the person initiating the grapple to do some major combo close combat damage, which is a cool concept in the game, but I definitely don't think it should have been replaced with a throw. I mean, it's just Mortal Kombat once again is always been, the throw's always been a unique throw, or a clone throw of some sort. Some of the characters are a bit on the unbalanced side, I noticed, and the Joker, actually being one of the most anticipated characters, happens to be top tier because of the ease of use and fluid combo setups that he has. Some of the characters are just ridiculous. I mean, in regards to attacks, from the DC side, like, it just makes me feel uneasy in the pants. Like, I've never seen anything like the Wonder Woman. The Wonder Woman is just, I wonder how she even got into the game, to be honest with you. It makes me feel like I'm playing a sloppy character. She's like spinning in the air. She's just like Dorothy, who just lost her house and she's looking for a little dog. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like the character design, I feel like, was just really, they abused the character design and the animations from other characters. I mean, if you look at the stances, the get-ups, the laydowns, just the drops when they break through the walls and the floors. I mean, it's just, I see like 80% of the animations from the jumping, punching, and the kicking animations are identical to each character. Aside from their outfits and their super tight spandex that they're wearing, it's pretty much the same exact cloned animations. And so, I mean, I'm a little disappointed on that angle. Now, we're going to move on to another fighting aspect of the game, the Rage. The Rage has been implemented and is based on a constant building of your counter move bar. Now, in the new 3D game, they actually had counter moves, usually had 1 to 3 per round, and you can use that to face it straight if a guy was coming out with you with tons of moves and like in a well-placed counter. It was great. Now you can actually build that bar up where you start out with none and you can build up to 2 at a time. And a fully charged counter bar will enable you to use the Rage mode. And this Rage mode is slightly ridiculous. I mean, it's an activated Rage mode, which is a pseudo-invincible mode that could be countered and has pretty much walkover ability. This could have been a really great option, the Rage mode, to do something like enhance combo strings instead. But it really just kind of gave like people who don't know how to play the game a walk down mode, where it just makes you pseudo-invincible. And of course, there's the big discussion of Fatalities. And where are they? What are they? And when are they supposed to be happening? And what are they really doing here? I mean, as DC characters, they don't even actually have fatalities. They have heroic brutalities. Now, I mean, I don't want to sound like the LAPD force in any way, but the heroic brutalities are just that. They're, I guess, special moves close up with a little blood sweat in there. And the MK characters have so-called fatalities that really aren't that fatal at all. I mean, they've actually rehashed a few of the fatalities. I'm not going to give them away, since I'm going to let you guys discover them for yourselves or watch them on your own. Now, overall, I'm going to say this game is a decent fighter. Now, I thought the graphics were really great on the HD. I think it's clean. It's very, concise. I like the battle damage that you can get during the matches, where you kind of really tear up your opponent. Mortal Kombat has always been a decent fighting game. I mean, it was just that, a decent, entertaining fighting title. So what put MK over the top for all the years? Well, it was the fatalities. I mean, seeing the macabre things that you could do to another character with the greatest of ease, and then, relishing in the blood-dripping win. I mean, literally, no longer blood doesn't hit the floor, there is no blood. Fatalities. And to call it a fatality, what they do is pretty much an injustice to MK fans, as this title is really not a Mortal Kombat game. This is a fighting game with Mortal Kombat and DC characters in it. So, Mortal Kombat fans, hardcore gamers, hardcore Mortal Kombat gamers in general, this game will not be for you. You will be very well let down. Now, on the DC side of things, it's very interesting and fun to be able to play as DC characters. So when these two worlds collide, I feel like they kind of just collided. Before they collided, they just kind of halted right there and stared each other down. But overall, I'm going to give this game a 70%, because I totally enjoy the DC character selection. It's very interesting to see a DC fighter come out. Mortal Kombat, I'm just a Mortal Kombat fan in general. And, I mean, hey, listen guys, play it for yourself, check it out. I'm going to give this game a 70% and a 3 Lonnie face. Not so bad, not so good, but I'm going to try to avoid this collision because it's going to cost me too much in my car insurance. So, I'm Old School Fool. Thanks for watching, guys. Once again, if you guys haven't, please check to the right in the video description for the link to Video Game Central to check this game out and other great games like it. And don't forget to subscribe for the latest and greatest game information on the web. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.